knew what you were before you finished the sentence. I've loved this shape of person before, and I sat down anyway. Pulled up a chair to my own undoing, like I'd done it so many times. It felt like coming home. I told myself I was different this time, more careful, more healed, more wise. But wisdom has a way of going quiet when someone looks at you like that. And I watch myself leaning, knowing what leaning in would cost. And I leaned anyway. You are my beautiful ruin, the disaster I walked into with my eyes open. My beautiful ruin, the kind of love that teaches by breaking. I knew the ending before the beginning. I read the whole story in the first line. You are my beautiful ruin, and I chose you anyway. God help me, I chose you anyway. I memorized the way you disappeared, could set a clock by your cold spells. I learned which version of you showed up when you needed something from me. And I gave it every single time, not because I didn't see, but because being needed by you felt like the closest thing to being loved I had found in a long time. And I watched myself dissolve piece by piece, name by name. And I watched and stay. You are my beautiful ruin, the disaster I walked into with my eyes open. My beautiful ruin, the kind of love that teaches by breaking. I knew the ending before the beginning. I read the whole story in the first line. You are my beautiful ruin, and I chose you anyway. God help me, I chose you anyway. The worst part isn't what you did. The worst part is what I did after. How I defended you to people who could see clearly. How I mistook your absence for mystery, your cruelty for complexity, your leaving for something I could earn my way back from. I was so fluent in your language, I forgot what my own sounded like. Beautiful ruin, and I'm walking out of it now. Beautiful ruin, you don't get to be my home anymore. You were my beautiful ruin, and I finally choose differently. There's a specific kind of quiet after you stop calling that I've learned to fill with old voicemails. And the particular way you said my name when you wanted something. I know this isn't healthy, I know this better than I know most things, but knowing and feeling are two different countries, and I've been living in the feeling one for years. And when the ache shows up, I almost welcome it, because at least it means you're still somewhere in me. This is my familiar ache, the one I'd recognize in any room. My familiar ache, it wears your face, it speaks your name. It shows up every time I feel okay and pulls me back. My familiar ache, I hate how much I understand it. My familiar ache, the hurt that feels like home, and home is hard to leave even when you know you should. My familiar ache is finally losing its grip on me, but God, it's slow. I went a whole week without checking your profile, 3 days without replaying the last fight. I made dinner for one and actually tasted it, and only thought of you twice. Progress isn't pretty, it's just different, a slower version of the same old pull. But I'm starting to distinguish between missing you and missing who I was. For you taught me to call this feeling love, and when the ache comes now, I sit beside it instead of letting drive. This is my familiar ache, the one I'd recognize in any room. My familiar ache, it wears your face, it speaks your name, it shows up every time I start to feel okay and pulls me back. My familiar ache, I hate how much I understand it. My familiar ache, the hurt that feels like home, and home is hard to leave even when you know you should. My familiar ache is finally losing its grip on me, but God, it's slow. I think I confused the ache with love, because love was always followed by the ache. So I stopped knowing which one I was chasing and started calling both of them by the same name. But they're not the same, they were never the same. And learning the difference is the work I'm doing now. Familiar ache, loosening now. Familiar ache, I'm learning. Familiar ache doesn't have to be home anymore. Doesn't have to be home. Street is empty, shop signs dark, my shadow walking beside this heart. Hands in pockets, cold in my chest, counting the cracks, step after step. Still I walk, 1, 2, 3, quiet rhythm carrying me, softly asking why me? But my feet keep answering. Still I walk, 1, 2, 3, quiet rhythm carrying me, softly asking why me? And the road just waits for me. Thoughts like thunder, no storm in the sky. Old words echo, I don't know why. Past our corner, didn't look in. Glass holds memories I can't step in. Still I walk, 1, 2, 3, quiet rhythm carrying me, softly asking why me? But my feet keep answering. Still I walk, 1, 2, 3, quiet rhythm carrying me, softly asking why me? And the road just waits for me. Every breath a little fog, every soul a little flawed. If I stop plans and tell myself I'm tired, when really I'm just scared to be seen. I say I'm fine in a tone that dares you to ask me what I actually mean. I keep a record of every old wound, but forget the ones I gave along the way. I'm the kind of honest that protects itself and calls it being brave. And I've been looking at my patterns lately, the ones I dressed up pretty to survive. These are my small cruelties, the ones I do so quietly, even I forgot to count them. Small cruelties to you, to me, the things I swallow, the things I flee, the ways I make myself the story, even when I'm not the one who's hurting. Small cruelties, I'm learning all their names. I interrupt and then apologize, but I've been doing it for years. I make my chaos someone else's comfort, then wonder why they disappear. I write the version where I'm sympathetic, I edit out the parts where I was wrong, and somewhere in the drafting I convince myself that that's just how I am. But I've been that way too long, and I've been sitting with the discomfort lately of being someone I don't fully like. These are my small cruelties, the ones I do so quietly, even I forgot to count them. Small cruelties to you, to me, the things I swallow, the things I flee, the ways I make myself the story, even when I'm not the one who's hurting. Small cruelties, I'm learning all their names. The thing about small cruelties is that nobody calls them crimes. They don't make the news, they don't even make the argument. They just accumulate in the spaces between people until the spaces are all that's left. And I don't wanna be the space, I want to be the person who closes it. Small cruelties, I see them now. Small cruelties, I'm putting them down, one by one. I'm putting them down, starting now. I put on music so I don't have to think, fill every corner so I don't have to sink. But underneath the playlist and the busy is a quiet that's been waiting to be heard. And I keep running from the stillness like it has something terrible to say. But tonight I turned the volume down and listened anyway. Underneath the noise, there's a version of me that knows. Underneath the noise is the only place the truth ever goes. I've been so loud trying to outrun the silence, but the silence was never the enemy. Underneath the noise, that's where I find me. I perform for empty rooms and call it coping. I say I'm fine like it's a door I keep on closing, but the door swings open every time I'm driving, and the song comes on that knows me better than I do. So I let the song play out completely, let it say the things I haven't said out loud. Underneath the noise, there's a version of me that knows. Underneath the noise is the only place the truth ever goes. I've been so loud trying to outrun the silence, but the silence was never the enemy. Underneath the noise, that's where I find me. It's not scary down here, it's just honest. It's not only down here, it's just mine. And everything I kept from everyone was just something I wasn't ready for at the time. Underneath the noise, there's a version of me that's whole. Underneath the noise is where I finally come home. I'm done being loud just to avoid the quiet. The quiet was where I was all along. Underneath the noise, that's where I belong. I had a plan for today. Coffee, the list, the calls I'd been avoiding. I was moving through it fine, actually fine, not performed fine. The real kind, the kind that feels like ground. And then the radio played something, not even our song, just a song from that specific season of us. And the ground was just gone. 6 months of putting myself back together, undone by 3 seconds of a melody. I was fine until I wasn't, which is just how this goes. I know, fine until I wasn't. The waves don't warn you when they show. I built a whole good morning on my own, held it steady, kept it clean. Fine until I wasn't, and then I sat down on the kitchen floor and let myself feel everything. And then I got back up. I've stopped being angry at the ambushes, the smell, the light, the specific quality of a Thursday afternoon that for no reason I can name lives inside a memory of you. I've started keeping tissues in my coat pocket, the way you keep an umbrella just in case. Not because I plan to fall apart in public, just because the weather of grief doesn't check the forecast. And I've learned that fine and not fine can share the same afternoon without it meaning anything. I was fine until I wasn't, which is just how this goes. I know, fine until I wasn't. The waves don't warn you when they show. I built a whole good morning got back up. The getting back up is the part that doesn't make the story. Nobody writes about the part where you just wash your face, put the kettle on, return your emails, keep going in the most unremarkable way. But that's the whole thing, the quiet decision to continue. That's the bravest part of any of this. Fine until I wasn't, and then fine again. Fine until I wasn't, and then I kept going. Fine until I wasn't, and I'm learning that's not failure. That's just what loving someone leaves inside you, and I'm okay with that now. Most days, I'm okay with that. You left your shoes by the door, like you might come back. I kept the cup with the chip on the window ledge. The morning came slow through the yellow glass. I stood there long enough to let the ache pass. I learned my name again in the quiet sink, soap on my hands and the first deep breath I'd take. I am still here, I am still here, bent but not gone. I am still here, I am still here, moving on, moving on. I drove the county road, past the feed store sign, past the mailbox leaning where the wheat bends low. And every mile back home felt a little less like a room I had to survive, and more like mine. I learned to open blinds, I learned to make the bed, put fresh bread on the table where the hard words slept. I am still here, I am still here, bent but not gone. I am still here, I am still here, moving on, moving on. There's a light in the sink, there's a song in the floor, there's a life I can hold when I ask for more. Not all at once, not clean, not fast, just one small morning that finally lasts. I am still here, I am still here, bent but not gone. I am still here, I am still here, moving on, moving on. Mm. road by the feed store, same bend by the creek. I knew every cracked porch, every word they'd repeat. But my name felt smaller in the rooms I walked through, like I hung up my coat and forgot what was true. Boxes by the door, hands shaking just a little. I stood there in the hush between staying and brittle. I'm learning how to leave. I'm learning how to breathe. This old house knows my feet, but it doesn't know me. I'm learning how to leave with my whole heart still free. If I tremble at the edge, I still choose me. The diner still opens at the same time each day. The same blue cup on the counter, the same things to say. I filled up the back seat with the life I could hold, a lamp, two slow cartons, and the code from the cold. Silence in the hall like it knew I was changing. I loved what I had, but I couldn't keep arranging. I'm learning how to leave. I'm learning how to breathe. This old house knows my feet, but it doesn't know me. I'm learning how to leave with my whole heart still free. If I tremble at the edge, I still choose me. Let the road be narrow, let my voice shake once. Freedom isn't loud, no, sometimes it just comes at the edge of the map. I can hear myself say that a life can be kind and still not be where I stay. I'm learning how to leave. I'm learning how to breathe. This old house knows my feet, but it doesn't know me. I'm learning how to leave with my whole heart still free. If I tremble at the edge, I still choose me. I used to think that love meant not enough, that if someone left it proved a lack in me. So I kept filling the gaps with more of myself, trying to be sufficient for someone who couldn't see. I made myself small, I made myself large, I made myself whatever the room required. And somewhere in the shape-shifting I lost the original shape I was before I was desired. And I can't blame you for what I let happen, but I can decide what happens next. What bleed into taught me is that pain isn't proof that I deserved it. What bleeding taught me is the difference between love and the need to be needed. What bleeding taught me is that I've been confusing the two for a very long time. What bleeding taught me is that I'm worth more than what I was accepting. What bleeding finally taught me is that I already knew. The friends who watched me disappear into you were careful when I came back out the other side. They didn't say I told you so, they just stayed. And that kind of love was something else entirely. I started noticing what easy felt like, how rare it was, how much I'd called it boring, how I'd mistaken calm for absence and chaos for the proof that someone cared. And now I feel the difference in my body, in the way I sleep, the way I breathe, the way I stay. What bleeding taught me is that I can survive things I thought would finish me. Bleeding taught me is that pain isn't proof that I deserved it. What bleeding taught me is the difference between love and the need to be needed. What bleeding taught me is that I'd been confusing the two for a very long time. What bleeding taught me is that I'm worth more than what I was accepting. What bleeding finally taught me is that I already knew. I don't hate you, that surprises me still, but I think I used up all that heat just getting out. And what's left isn't anger, it's something quieter, something that looks a lot like finally being on my own side. What bleeding taught me is how to heal differently. What bleeding taught me is what I actually need. What bleeding taught me I carry with me now. What bleeding taught me was worth learning, even that way. Even that way. Everyone promised me that time would help, and time did, just not the way they said. It didn't take the feeling out of things, it just rearranged where it lives in my chest. It moved from the front of every morning to a quieter room somewhere further in. I don't trip over it the way I used to, but it's there, it's always been there. It just learned to keep its distance when I need it to. And I stopped waiting for it to disappear when I understood it wasn't going to. The hurt got not smaller, just different. Changed shape, didn't change address. Not smaller, just living differently, somewhere quieter in my chest. And maybe that's what love leaves behind. Not a wound, not a scar exactly, more like a room with your name on the door that I walk past sometimes. And sometimes I go in, and both of those are okay now. Both of those are mine. I used to measure healing in good days, stack them up like proof that I was moving on. But some weeks I'd have 4 good days in a row, and the 5th would feel like starting over from the start. I've stopped measuring it now, stopped keeping score of where I am. Some losses on a chapter you finish. They're a thread that runs through everything you are, and the weaving isn't weakness. It's just what it means to have loved something real. And I stopped fighting what I couldn't change, and started learning how to carry it with grace. The hurt got not smaller, just different. Changed shape but didn't change address. Not smaller, just living differently, somewhere quieter in my chest. And maybe that's what love leaves behind. Not a wound, not a scar exactly, more like a room with your name on the door that I walk past sometimes. And sometimes I go in, and both of those are okay now. Both of those are mine. I think I loved you in a way that permanently changed the shape of me. Not damaged, changed the way a river changes stone. Not by breaking it, but by being there long enough to matter. Not smaller, just different. And I've made peace with that. Not smaller, just different. Still here, still carrying it. Not smaller, just mine now. Just beautifully, quietly mine.